Welcome back to the channel, where this is going to be a little bit of a different intro. I'm not sure when this will go out. Hopefully, I'll remember to turn that off. Hopefully this will be going live late January, early February, as we continue on now with the Cadillac. We left off last time with the repairs over in this corner, and it is currently December 26th, 27th even. And as we're behind, I thought I'd come in and get a crack on getting this side done. So this won't be what most of the video is about. We will be going into paint prep very, very soon, and we'll cover most of that in this video. But I just thought, as we're here now, I say we, I'm here solo, but I thought I'd cover just the fact that this side is exactly the same as the other side. We even have our good old friend styrofoam down there, some corrosion, and a ton of filler. So we'll carry on making the same repairs to this side as we have made already on the passenger side, UK driver's side of course. Down here you can see where all the filler's been ground back, and we've got all this lovely chicken mesh, fiberglass, all sorts of goings on, which we are quite used to, but bit by bit it's leaving this car. So we'll soon have an all metal, nice bright red 59 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Right, back to business as usual. We're open up again, the boys are back in, so we can get some better filming work going on. As you can see now, this lower quarter panel is all done and finished and all closed up. The boot's all done. We've taken care of the original repair job holes all the way down this side, which is what the car came in for. So we're now heading to quite a monumental moment, actually. This job has grown and grown and grown and grown, but metalwork is now done. So what we're going to do, and hopefully this isn't going to backfire on us, but we're going to drop this down now, start it up, and it's going to come off the ramp for the first time since March, April, I can't remember. But it has occupied this ramp non-stop for the best part of a year now. But all the floor pan repairs, as you know, are already done. So what we're now going to do is get the car down. We're going to drive it into the booth, which again will be a monumental, hopefully positive experience. Make sure the bloody thing fits. But we're going to go into the booth now. We're going to wash the floor pan down in Furtan, leave that overnight, and then we'll come back in the morning, and this whole floor will get coated in Novel's epoxy, hybrid epoxy anti-corrosion primer. You'll get a good coat of that. We'll leave that again probably another 2 days. We'll tie this in with a weekend job. Once the epoxy's cured, we'll then go over it and seam seal everything, and then we'll go over it again with Novel Cobra in a black, which is a textured bed liner, which will give sound deadening properties and just make this a nice finished area. The beauty with the hybrid epoxy, Novel's anti-corrosion hybrid epoxy, is it remains chemically active for 7 days. So once we've applied it and it's gone off, we've got 7 days in which we can go straight back over the top of it without having to key it up, because it's remaining chemically active. So that's a really great product to use in here. It gives us time to then go over and seam seal, and then go over, as I say, with the Cobra bed liner. In there will then be all done. It will then come back onto this ramp. Unfortunately, we're not done. It'll come back onto this ramp, up in the air, and we'll have all the underside will be done as well, sealed and painted. Doors will come off, bonnet will come off, bow will strip sort of from here down, back down to bare metal. Start prepping up the rest of the body, which will be 2 rear quarter panels, a roof and a rear panel. Boot lid will be off as well, and we'll deal with the panels as a standalone item. Back into the booth, Novel hybrid anti-corrosion epoxy primer on the rear quarter panels, back onto the ramp, shaping, gapping, leveling, moving forward to colour. So lots going on, and it's going to be really nice in a minute, hopefully, to see this off the ramp. So I'll stop jabbering, we'll get the booth cleared up, drop this down, drive it in the booth. Hoping we're in. Loads of room, I don't know what we were worrying about. There we go. 1959 Cadillac does fit in our booth. Sigh of relief there. Surprisingly, a bit more room than we actually thought there would be. Not huge amounts of room, but bearing in mind we will be painting this with the panels off, we can almost have the front end right up at the front of the booth here. And it gives us plenty of room around the back here, which we're going to need because when it comes to painting these huge fins and the huge expansive roof, we're going to need all the space we can get. But yeah, it's quite exciting because, well, it's quite exciting to look in the booth and see a big lump of red Cadillac. And then if you spin around here, Lou, look at this. Look at this. That's not looked like that in God knows how long, and it will soon be filled up with Cadillac again, but you can see just how much space the Cadillac takes up. So really chuffed to have this moving forward like this now. It's a big milestone to have it in here. We're not kidding ourselves, there's still a long way to go, but this is a huge step forward. So as I say, I'm going to wash this down now in fur tan, leave it overnight, clean down, epoxy it, and then next week we can seal it, COUPE it, back on the ramp, but we're now heading into paint, which is really good. Potentially a big moment with this 59 Cadillac. We are going into the booth now to get both rear quarter panels, which are currently in bare metal, into anti-corrosion epoxy. Now, this is something that may or may not be used in the video, but what we have discovered, and it may or may not be used because I've just referred this back to the customer and we're waiting on some feedback. It had a paint blister just here. So all along we're going to grind that out, make sure nothing poor is going on under there. and we can see it's all good. But in grinding that back, we came to an edge which just kept on going and lifting. And as we were just lifting, we can see underneath here the original silver that the car was, which looks incredibly shiny, but it's just, you know, I'm not really trying, sorry Lee, but all of this is just coming away. Now, we've got no idea, obviously, how, on the car's past, it's obviously been painted, but by who, when, how many times, how many different bits. So whilst there is no obvious areas anywhere else on the car where this is lifting, we can't guarantee to our customer that it's not going to lift further down the line. So we have to give him all the information as we find it and make a judgment call on what he wants to do. We can, our options are, we can feather all of this out all the way back to where it's no longer just flicking off like this. We'll feather it out in a 180 with a DA, epoxy spot prime this area, blend it in, repair it. It's all getting coloured anyway. This is a full repaint on the car. What it isn't at this stage is a full bare metal repaint on the car. Now this is where the head really has to start taking control of the heart a little bit. But even that doesn't really give you the answer, because as many people have already sort of worked out, customers spent a lot of money on this car getting all this stuff put right. So he will now be at a crossroads where, do I say, I'm done, I know what the costs going forward are, I know what the risks are, we'll paint it and deal with anything that comes up on areas that weren't bare metal, should they come up further down the line? Or is that actually a false economy, and I might as well, while the car is currently stripped of trim and being painted anyway, do I take a big breath, go the rest of the way, bare metal it, so that I know what I've got is A1 okay? Decision we can't make. We can only advise. It's part of why we do these videos, but it's definitely why, I mean, these videos are a tiny percentage of what we capture. We photograph everything. We do video, we work on WhatsApp, so that all customers, many of which are long distance, David isn't long distance, but we do have long distance customers, they're kept in the loop with what we find as we find it. So this is the second video I've made on this area, because David has the first video, he's got the first bout of information. But while, you know, people's lives carry on, David's at work, we need a bit of time to work out what's going to happen. So in the meantime, we are going to carry on and push forward into the booth, and we'll get these bare metal panels into the epoxy while we await a decision on how far we're going to go. Because if David now comes back and says, you know what, go for it lads, I want this done once and done right, take all the paint off, these are going to be epoxied anyway. So there's just one area that we don't need to epoxy, but we do need to get them protected from dampness in the atmosphere. So that's it. We're now going to get it in the booth, and I will film the section in the booth as well. And it might both appear in the video. This might not appear in the video. Who knows? But we've got a record of everything and keeping our options open. So we'll clean down, get in the booth and get this into epoxy. Right, our glorious, wonderful milestone moment of putting some paint onto this is going to go ahead, irrespective of what we found earlier in the previous clip. We've pinged all the information over to David. We've had a phone conversation with David. David's rocking backwards and forwards a little bit, trying to find alcohol that will soothe the pain, and he's going to have a think on this one and get back to us. In the meantime, as I said to him, irrespective of what he does with that, we're going to get these quarters into epoxy now, because they are cleaned back, they are dried, they are heated, they are ready to have some anti-corrosion protection on them. And we are so ready to get some fresh paint material going onto this car after what has been a hell of a long year working on this thing. So, as you know, we've said before, it's snug in here with a big Cadillac. So I will probably get the GoPro going up here, just so you get a view of something going on in here. But yeah, after nearly a year of working away on this car, we are going to get the first bit of Novel for Classic Car product laid down this afternoon. And by the time it's all done, we'll come back to this and I will update you as to what we're going to do, what David's decision is, and that will possibly herald the end of this part of the video. or it might not. So I'll go mix up some paint, stop awkwardly backing out, talking rubbish, and get some paint laid down. Okay, we have now heard back from David. What a patient, understanding man. What a patient, understanding wife Kirsty is. Thank you both. They've taken on board what we've found. They've taken on board the positives and the negatives and decided, yeah, we're going to go for it, bare metal. We've come this far. This is their reasoning, obviously. They've come this far, and yes, it's going to cost more money, but it'll probably cost less than having to revisit anything if it comes back at a later date. So very quickly, I'll just show you, we've got both rear quarters are now into the epoxy. So the bare metal areas are all sealed up, sills, rear quarters are all done. We have found, if you come in here, Lou, I did say that we haven't found any other areas which are lifting. We have. There's a small area on the bonnet which had a bit of a blister on it. And as we've just sort of picked the top off, there's a real clear dark area here, the base material. It looks like there's a contaminant there, something's reacted, and that caused the blister. But then everything else around that is not stable. It's all flaking and picking off. So whilst we are aware that the car has got micro blister areas, I mean, the bonnet, I don't know if they're picking up on the camera here, but if you look all the way back to part one of this little mission, we were aware that there were areas where it had micro blistered. They're not getting any better. The rear quarters are bare metalled, the sills are bare metalled. The bonnet was going to get bare metalled anyway because we're deleting the stripe down the middle and we've got these blisters. It doesn't leave a huge amount, it does, it leaves a huge amount of area, but we're talking 2 wings, 2 doors, a roof and a boot lid. Bearing in mind that the reverse of that fin, which we just showed you, has also broken away. It's a big decision to make, and I'm confident that they've made the right decision because having come this far, yes, financially it's a pain that they could do without, and it's more work that we could do without. This has been here so much longer than anticipated, as you all know. And I mean, to that end, we are flat out busy right now, and this is a lot of extra work to work into this. So next week, the boss is coming in. Michelle's going to be in. Face mask, work overalls, and we'll set about bare metaling this. So that'll help us move on to the next process as she works her way through, gets all the paint off of this. But we're going to call time now. And the next video, I promise, will be the conclusion of the 59 Cadillac. But we're ramping up now, sort of 18, 19 minutes, and there's a long way still to go. So we'll call it time on this video now. It's a bit of an update as to where we are with the car. We'll come back with the bare metaling of the car, everything into this epoxy. We've still got the dashboard to sort out. We've got to get rid of this horrible brown treacle mess in there. That's got to go back to factory white. So lots of things to do, but we are out of the nightmares now. Next video, plain sailing, getting some colour, white, red, back into the Cadillac and seeing it through to completion. So thank you to David and Kirsty for bearing with us on this. Thank you for bearing with us on this build. There'll be some progress soon. Hit like, hit subscribe, see it come to life. And next week, you will see a Jaguar XJS convertible, all done and in paint. So thanks again.